Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to my garden. So today I'm going to be doing another fun chore that I like to do, and that's deadheading perennials. I like any of those finicky jobs, and I need to get it done before I film my garden tour, which I'll probably do tomorrow, and hopefully get that up on the 31st. We'll see how things go. I'm mostly going to be deadheading daisies. I have a lot of daisies, and we'll talk about daisies as we go along and I show you them. I kind of have a love-hate relationship with them. I love them, but there's a few things that I don't really love about them. For now, they're all stay. And then I have a few other perennials that I'm going to be cutting back as well, just a few others, mostly daisies. And then every area that I'm in, I'm going to make sure I get any weeds and just have it nice and cleaned up. Clean up any dead things. We tend to have a lot of sticks when we have wind. We've had wind for the past couple days, so I'll pick up that. Then we're going to go to the front and I'm going to tidy up my annuals a little bit. They're getting a little wild, and I just really wanted that tidy look this year, and I thought that tiara pink was going to give me that, but it's really kind of wild and I love it, but I'm just going to tidy them up into little bunches and bushes, and hopefully they'll look really pretty for the garden tour. So let me turn the camera around and show you what areas I'm going to be working in. We've got a few dead spots in the lawn that our sprinklers aren't quite reaching, but we're going to ignore those. I have some daisies here that I'm going to cut back. I have 3 actually big daisies here. These are the Shasta daisies. And then over here I have some banana cream 2 daisies. I'll probably start back here actually and then work my way towards the front end of the house because the shade lasts longer in the front. And it's nice and overcast today. I didn't really know we were going to get some rain clouds today. I don't know if it rained. If it did, it probably just sprinkled lightly. It doesn't look like it brought us too much moisture, but I'm just happy to see clouds. I think it's only rained twice this summer, which is crazy, and I was gone for both of those, so I have yet to see rain here this summer, and I'm really missing it. Usually we get a few more storms than that. I'm hoping to get some soon. I just really love the rain. I love a good rainstorm. And so it's a beautiful morning. I got out here as early as I could. It's about 8:30, and there's some kids fishing back here. They got up early to catch some fish. So you might hear a little screaming in the background here and there because they've been quite successful. They've caught, I think, the same poor fish like 3 times this morning. We have one in there that's like 5 inches or 6 inches long, and they're just so excited whenever they catch that one. So you might hear screaming once in a while, and that's what that noise is. So let's start back here and I'll show you some of the other plants that I'm going to be deadheading. Okay, so I have some daisies here as well. I think these are just regular, not Shasta daisies, and these are just a generic brand. They're not really a name brand. And I'll show you here that I oftentimes have buds that look like they're going to open up, and so I will cut back. Here's a good example. I'm going to cut back all the way to this bud. See how there's like 4 on here, and hopefully that will give that energy to open up. I feel like I always cut it back to the bud and it never actually opens up. It's like a teaser. So I'll probably cut back to this one. I'll probably take the lowest one and hope that I get some success. Even my proven winners, Banana Cream 2, aren't the greatest rebloomers, and so yeah, we'll see. See how this one kind of opened up but didn't really do anything. It is kind of dry here, and I have been trying to keep it more moist this year. Our sprinklers don't do the greatest job in this area, and I probably should see if something else might work better here, but it's been fine. But we're going to cut all these back. I have quite a few. I have 3 bushes here, so that's 5 so far, and then I have a couple more that I'm going to show you too. And then over here on our little fireplace rock garden, I have this frilly daisy, and this one's all done. And yeah, it looks like there's a few blooms. See how these are coming up on their own separate stalk? Those give me more hope as far as coming back. So it looks like I might get a few more. We'll see. All of these are probably on their 3rd or 4th year. So maybe now that they're a little more mature, I'll get more, but we'll see. So let me know if you guys have any other tricks for daisies. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. And maybe they're just not meant to have enough energy to come back and rebloom. But I'm hopeful every year that they will. So I'll cut this one back. And then I have some, you can see where all my stuff is. I have some Banana Cream 2. I'll probably start up there right here. And then I have some Banana Cream 2 over there as well. You can see the kids fishing over there. Okay, let's start up here. Everything's looking so beautiful. I definitely want to add more Rudbeckia in my yard. I want another patch here. and maybe even one back further. I just love that so much, especially as we get into like September. It's just my absolute favorite. These are pretty much done. These are my banana cream too. And so I'm gonna cut, same thing, down to the lowest bud, and we'll see if we'll get any reblooming. These look pretty good. As far as the base, I feel like with daisies sometimes they can look kind of dead and messy, but these are looking pretty healthy. And my ones down here, hi Viper, hey girl. You'll see them in a minute, but they're looking kind of dead, but they did have aphids, so these are looking great. Usually they all end up looking kind of crappy, and I just want something planted in front to make them look better. But these are actually looking really great, so that makes me happy. I like them more now because that's usually what drives me crazy. And then I'll come in and pinch off these dianthus. These don't get a ton of sun, so they're not huge, but I do like to deadhead these. These are new to me. I don't usually plant these annual dianthus. This one's trying its hardest, but I'm going to deadhead it to ensure that it keeps going. And it looks a ton better now. Okay, so let's get going on those. It'll look so much better for my garden tour. So I'm gonna link these at Corona trimmers or scissors, garden scissors, and I'm gonna link my Felco 6 pruners, which I absolutely love. And I'm just gonna go down, hopefully you guys can see this, let me get in closer. You can see here, hopefully, that there's little buds forming in each of these leaves. So I'll try to go to the lowest and keep it kind of mounded shape. So some I might cut down lower, but I'll try to at least get a few more blooms. But it'll look nice and tidy by the time I'm done. And we'll see if we have any success. Oh, I caught another fish. Can you see it? It's probably the same one. Exciting. Oh, he just put the fish back.
Yeah, that guy's big. This guy's big.
Oh, he is pretty big. Huh? What kind of fish is that?
A bluegill.
Cool.
He's really
Okay, you gonna use this butter knife to...
Yeah. We'll give it back.
Yeah.
Oh, like, you want a picture of it?
I'm taking a video of it.
He really swallowed that. Kid's like down there. He really such a... Just give me the rod.
Hopefully you can get that hook out, huh? Okay, let's work on these. As you can see, these look a little more sad. I'm gonna try to clean up some of those dead leaves. This one had some bugs, like I said, so I'll try to clean that up. Sometimes they end up looking kind of messy. That's why I planted some things in front of here. But since this is mostly shade, it used to be more sunny. It's starting to turn more shade. These probably need to go somewhere else eventually, but they're gonna stay here for now. But that is one thing that kind of drives me crazy, and I do like to plant something in front of them to kind of hide that, because I feel like that's the case with the majority of them. So let's clean these up. These are my other set of banana cream too, the proven winners, and then from here I'll just move from plant to plant and get them all done. This daisy right here, and this area I have to hand water, and since I'm gone so much it kind of got neglected. Things are a little sad here. This rose is a little sad here. I don't know, we're thinking of, we might have to make some changes to this wall. Long story, but I'm kind of just waiting to see what ends up happening with that. But I'm gonna cut this all the way down to the ground, just like I did that other banana cream too, if you saw that. So I decided to just cut it all the way down, and I feel like it'll just be happier. And I can see it's kind of growing in at the base just a tiny bit, so we'll just cut it back. It looks dead and ugly. also remembered that I need to cut back all my lavender. So I'm gonna do that too along the way, and you'll probably have seen me cut back a few, but really these are all the spent ones. And I'm just gonna grab this because it's small and just chop it back. And hopefully it will rebloom. This one's doing pretty good. This is the Sweet Romance Lavender. Was really excited to add this one. It's been doing pretty good. This spot gets kind of dry, but it's been doing good. Need to come and water it a little bit more. So in the front yard, I'm going to cut back this lavender. I'm going to cut back this Veronica here. It's pretty much done, and I'll get another flush out of that. And then a few more things over this way. In here, it's just a little too busy. It's pretty, but it's a little busy. I'm going to cut back any phlox that are done. I'm going to pull out that dead bush. I'm going to cut back this Veronica. And then I have some daisies to deadhead back here. And Veronica there as well. Let me show you by the door what else I'm going to do. These are so pretty, but I kind of wanted them little balls. So I'm going to try to tame them, find the center, and trim around them and just clean them up a little bit, have it look just a little neater. So those are going to be the last things I'm going to do. Let's power through. So see how stringy this is? It's crazy. So I'm literally gonna cut this whole thing. I know that sounds scary, but I just want them to be a bushier ball. And I gotta find the individual plants. So here's this plant. Hopefully it will grow a little bushier now and just be a little neater. Probably should do this after the garden tour. Oh dear. I love Veronica. I like it more than Salvia because it just reblooms so nicely. So let's see. Down here at the bottom, you can see it starts to bloom even down the stalk. So I'm just cutting the top part off. Once in a while, I'm trying to leave any that are blooming right here. Cute little bee. And this one's going to bloom. So I'll try to leave some. I'm not going to be too particular, but I do like to try to avoid some down the stem that are blooming. So I'll come in like that and leave that. It looks a lot cleaner, and you can even see you'll get more down the stalk here. Like here's a little piece that's gonna grow up and bloom too. So they're just so nice. So I'll leave some of these blooms, but I know it's gonna rebloom anyway because they're so good at reblooming. One of my favorite plants. I'll take all these front ones out though, so it looks cleaner, and everything kind of has aphids. It's been a bad year. But it's okay. This time of year, I feel like everything looks tired. I always look forward to September when things start to look a little fresh again. Okay, I got all that done. It's a little sad to see some of those flowers gone, but I did see evidence of budworms. So I definitely need to spray again. I meant to do it 5 days ago, but just haven't gotten around to it. I've been terrible this year, but that will definitely make a difference in whether you have blooms or not. So it's looking a little sad, but I do like the little bit of a bushy fuller look. So I think next year I'm going to do jazzberry because that one stays very compact and mounded. And while I love this one, I think it's so pretty. I just really wanted that kind of mounded look. But we cut down all my lavender and all the daisies. Let's go take a look at the daisies that we cut back. We'll look at the daisies over here first, but this just looks so much cleaner. I'm going to put some more pines in here. I might take that boxwood out too. We'll see. I just want it to have some more evergreens. And I cut this daisy all the way back. You can see it's starting to grow back in. It just had aphids. They just are magnets for that. So I'm thinking eventually I'm going to get these daisies out of here, but I cut them both back all the way, but it looks a little neater and tidier and more clean. And these daisies are cut back. This also has aphids. But I'm just gonna kind of see if I have some beneficial bugs come in and help take care of that. Cut this one back, looks a lot better. These Alnwick roses, I loved cutting back these here because it smells so good. This is my favorite scented rose. The Alnwick is just so sweet, so fruity, love it. And my Molinos looking gorgeous, as you can see here. And then I did cut back this one. Probably should get to that lavender, but I didn't quite yet. And then I cut back all these little Sweet Romance lavenders that I put. And then I got these all trimmed down. Looks so much better, a little more airy. Looks really nice. Feels good to have that done instead of looking at dead flowers. I don't like looking at dead flowers. And then the banana cream too were over here. I cut one all the way back. The other one I left. I cut the one back over here too. Oh, and I wanted to say, I wasn't as careful with this one just because I wasn't hopeful about it reblooming, so I just cut it back. I really don't think that it will. I've tried for a couple years and I just don't think it will, but anyway, that is it for today. I probably won't film this, but I'm going to go down here, clean up the pathway. I'm going to rake it up, get it looking nicer, and just kind of turning over that chat and have it looking good. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Next video will be a garden tour, so I'll be looking forward to that, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.